Alright, so game 4 and versing Jeff and his very cool Imperial Guard army. I think you said I versed this army or the exact army or different? A variation of this?
Normally run a variation of this.
Okay, so just take us through, man. Where's Pask?
Alright, this is Pask and his Punisher, backed up by his Executioner buddy. Just loaded out to the teeth, las cannons, plasma cannons, sponsons, the works. Close top Wyvern over here, Hydra, 2 Exterminators with all the bells and whistles, 3 squads infantry, all with forward sentries, 2 plasma guns, las cannon, backed up by Psychers. There's an Inquisitor here, Chimera Psyker here, cut the command squad into Chimera, and some Stormtroopers that'll deep strike later.
Alright, and so we're playing Relic's in the middle. My deployment, I just deployed along the line, my boats. I'm going to be scouting forward, hoping to go first, grab the Relic turn 1 and see what happens. Alright. So you would have heard at the end of that intro, one of the things that Jeff just said is, unless I just season you. And that's what he does. And one of the things, I must have had some like precognition of him about to season me, because when I scout forward with my Taluses, I had them all clumped up and I went, I actually think you're going to season me. So I spread them out a little bit, and you get to see it. I just spread them out, and he seizes, and it's like, well, that was very, very good. One of the other things I like about Corpse Thief Claw is because it does bully people a lot, it does make people want to kill it. So in this game and in actually the next game, it's like I need to make them have little signs saying "shoot me," because people target the Corpse Thief over other things that I would prefer not to be targeted, like my boats. And the Corpse Thief just doesn't give 2 shits. Like, Pask does all his shooting, and then the execution of the plasma cannon one, all of that causes 1 wound on my dude. On the Corpse Thief Claw. 1. That's a lot of shooting. And it just continues like that. Like I think he shoots 2 or 3 turns at that unit, and he causes 1 or 2 wounds per turn, but on different ones as well, because I just cycle through them. So yeah, I like it. Again, Reavers, VIPs, you can see on one side of the table they kind of turbo boost right to the back edge, threatening the objective and the charge. You can't see it, but it is on the bottom edge of the screen, right next to where his Hydra was. There's 3 Reavers right on the board edge there. And the bottom ones are super MVPs. Like, they give no shits. They turbo boost there, they kill the Wyvern. They then, I forget to move them for 1 turn, and they take 2 rounds of shooting from these Leman Russes, losing 1 of them. I then charge and kill the Hydra, and then Pask shoots at them as well, and Pask only kills the other one. So I actually keep 1 guy left alive at the end of the game from that bottom unit, and it took a lot of shooting. So I did roll pretty good this game. I did have some good luck, as opposed to some of the other games in this year where I've rolled pretty badly. This game and next game, I do roll pretty good, which is pretty good. It's happy when it does happen, because it makes your army look much stronger than it is. Like, I make a 9-inch charge with an 11 in a second. So my turn 1, okay, here's a perfect example. So my turn 1, I roll a 1-inch run move on my Corpse Thief, but then my turn 2, I do move 6 through terrain, and then roll an 11 for charge when I only needed 9. So yeah, swings and roundabouts, and when I need the rolls to come off, I do. His Melter squad lands, and I jink, and he only causes 1 hull point, which doesn't explode. Lucky for me, and then I just focus and destroy the rest of the dudes. His deep striking Stormtroopers down the bottom as well. I kill. And that's pretty much it. Like, I'm just focusing on the things that can annoy me at the back, killing that while pushing forward, kind of bullying with my Corpse Thief. I go through, I use some raiders to block off or contest. He keeps focusing on the Corpse Thief. Eventually make my charge, multi-assault the 2 units. Eventually kill them all. I then make another multi-assault, so in another next turn I'm going to be assaulting the top unit and the Chimera and the command squad. I kill that in this another charge, so I actually generate 6 bonus points from Corpse Thief this game. And then the next turn I'll kill Pask and Friend. And then the next turn after that, and this is all Corpse Thief, I kill the last 2 Leman Russes. You can see my little Reavers doing work, taking all the shots in the face and just loving it. And that's pretty much it. That's gameplay. Like the rest of my army's really not really doing anything. Dark Artisan holds the relic and then just sits in mid-game shooting some splinter cannons. Yeah, the rest of my army is just scoring. That's it. It's scoring. They've killed anything that's threatening any objectives, and it's all about the Corpse Thief right now, just causing havoc, being as much of a target as possible, threatening things, just being annoying in general. I got the biggest win I've ever gotten in any game, like in terms of points. It was what was it? It was 49 to 7, I think it was. I've got my piece of paper here somewhere. Never mind. It was just a giant win. It was like a 42 point difference in terms of VP. So if you've played in like ATC missions before, you get primary, secondary, and tertiary. They're all worth the same amounts, as in that you score them as an Eternal War mission. It's a Maelstrom mission, and it's a kill point mission. You just add up all the points, and then that's the differential is what you've won by. And yeah, it was a 42 point difference, so very, very strong. Jeff was a great opponent. I mean, I've played him now a few times, and every time I do, I have fun. I think he has fun. He gets to play against my Nids. He gets to play against my Dark Elder. He still plays Imperial Guard and tries different things, which is really cool. I actually like some of the things he's doing. I think he's just spending a bit too many points on some of his tanks. He could swap out a few things, or have like a fearless conscript squad just in front of everything. It might be a little bit better. I don't know. We were having a chat afterwards. I don't want to tell him how to play, but if I'm playing, if I'm going to play guard ever, I like seeing this just to see kind of what works and what doesn't. Anyway, good game.
Alright, so 5th game, just show you the terrain, because we're not actually going to be recording this game. I'm just going in here, so you'll see the mission. I'll put it up at the end of, this is probably going to be the end of last game. You know my thing, and I'm versing a Dark Angels Lions Blade. It's like a Demon Company thing. Anyway guys, you'll see the results after this, and I'll probably talk through quickly what happened in the game. Alright.
So just quickly recap this last game, because my opponent just didn't want me to do the recording, which is fine. It was not a Demon Company, or whatever I said it was on the intro. It was like a Lions Blade is actually like the Democurian detachment, which is kind of like all the formations get a bonus, and the bonus is actually Overwatch at full BS. So it's actually really cool. Like, I like the idea of the army. There was a few little tweaks that I would do if I was to run something like that. Probably drop the land speeder unit and just really focus on the Overwatch aspect. So become almost like a guard army. In fact, even buy the fortifications. There's some fortifications that let you re-roll heavy weapons on Overwatch. So the little bunker things, they're in Stronghold Assault. I would even get those and just have like 3 of those right in front, because he's got lots of grav cannons. And overwatching at full BS grav cannons actually hurts more. And so this game, he lines up. He's got the bikes with Samuel, etc. I scout forward with my Corpse Thief. He does a really, really cool thing, blocking a lot of my scout with infiltrating scouts, like his own scouts.
who went first? I believe I went first. Yeah, I went first. I just charge into cover. I run and move and run into cover. Get my Corpse Thief and Dark Other's End to say, come on, everyone, shoot me, shoot me. Move everything else kind of around the edges, all the boats. I get a lucky first blood with a Dark Lance. My first game that actually my Dark Lance actually kills anything or hurts anything. I kill one of the rhinos. He blocks off my Corpse Thief movement with scouts. Starts dumping in grab cannons. I think he causes 1 or 2 wounds on one of the Taluses. Again, I'm having pretty good time with how tanky they are with the Dark Artisan backup. So yeah, Dark Artisan, what it does, in case you haven't realised by now, it's 4+ Feel No Pain plus re-rolling 1s on the Feel No Pain. Plus then you've got your 3+ armour and cover. So fun times. Really, I push forward and I'm making quite a few Feel No Pain saves. He's rolling not that well. And he's making, I don't say a few mistakes, it's more just something needs to go off. Like he's looking for Samuel to do a hit and run, and he rolls a 6, and eventually loses Samuel because of that. There's a few things that he needs to happen, and they just don't pull off. And then I'm just making a few too many saves, and I guess get to kind of bully him off. Same game plan though. Any of his backfield stuff that drops in, like Assault Marines, Drop Pod, all that, I just take care of. That's what I use the rest of my army for. So I've got kind of like the 2 components of the army: the bully, defending, and can do damage army, which is the Corpse Thief, Dark Artisan, 1 Talos, and then the rest, which is scoring and backfield cleanup. My backfield cleanup. So yeah, I do eventually get the full win. I don't table him or anything like that, but it's just I do get the 20 points because of Maelstroms, because I'm holding more than half the table and he's kind of pushed back into his back corner. So overall, we came 5th, so equal 4th, but then on victory points we came 5th because we got the team got 1 loss, 2 draws, and 2 wins. So overall, I think we did really well. I won all 5 of my games. 3 of them were 20s. So I got 3 20s out of 20, a 14 and an 11. And what else to say? I had fun. Like every time I play team events, I really enjoy it. So if you guys haven't played in team events, like everyone in Brisbane, like we keep on getting people from other states even making a team. But we had Newcastle who actually came 2nd, and we've had the Melbourne guys come up once or twice. Newcastle's actually come. I think this is the 2nd time because we played them again. We played them in last Titans. Yeah, if you haven't played, I really recommend playing in team events, even and especially with community comp. So community comp team events, I think, is actually really fun as well because you don't see as much craziness and there's a bit more variety. I think so. Team events always good. Team events with community comp, I think, is actually really cool as well.